Well, it's been just over 3 weeks now since we seeded, and as you can see, we've got a lot of grass here. Nice and tall. It's filling in pretty good. Last week about this time, what I did was I went ahead and covered some bare spots that I felt like still needed a little bit of seed. Maybe I didn't cover them initially as well as I needed to. And those are now just a week old. You can see that some areas still are a little bit thin. And like I said, those are coming back up with some new seed. And then I've got some areas here with the soil that I brought in that are slightly weedy. When we started this project, if you remember, I had some low spots I wanted to cover. Well, I got those covered, and what I did is I brought dirt in. I learned something this way. In the springtime, any dirt that you bring in, you might as well expect that you're just going to get weeds with it. My seed, remember, was nice and clean. It was zero crop, zero weed, good clean seed. But what happened is, when I brought that soil in, that soil came with a whole host of weeds. Where I put more soil, I have more weeds. And honestly, it kind of looks pretty ugly when you look at all those weeds. Well, what should we do about that? We're going to do a couple things. We're gonna, as I go out, I'm going to pick them a little bit here and there. But really, what I need to do is I need to wait about 3 or 4 mowings, and then once the grass is nice and established, I can kill the weeds. So they're going to look bad for a little while, and that just comes with the territory of bringing in new soil. It's just something we got to live with, especially in a spring planting. Another thing that you could do if you want to bring soil in and if you have time, and sometimes spring you don't have that window, is bring the soil in and then wait a week or two and then go ahead and kill the weeds. Again, when you can do that is you can kill the weeds with a Roundup type non-selective herbicide. You want to make sure that you don't use anything that's a pre-emergence, otherwise you'll damage any ability for the seed to come out of the ground. You notice where I stepped here, it lays down. That's because it's kind of weak. But let me show you some of the plants and show you where they're at. They're just starting to get at what we call the 3-leaf stage. See, let's pull one up. Yeah, that root's already so established, it wouldn't come with me. Maybe I'll find another one here. Initially we had 1 leaf that came up. Then there was a second one, and now we're at a 3-leaf stage. That's a really good sign. This is what we call the plant's beginning to establish. This is a real good sign, and now the plant will just continue to put multiple leaves off, more and more leaves. It'll fill in, so not only will it be tall, but it'll get thick in here. Well, that's it for now. We'll check back in a few days and see how our progress is going. Like I said before, I expect that some of those things that we needed to reseed, they'll be coming up, and until then, have a good day.